Hey everybody, it's Victoria, your Countess, and I'm going to do a live read from a Christmas scene today from Revenge and Machinery. I hope you all had a cool Yule, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, or whatever you celebrate. I'm doing St. Louis. Sun's going down. We had a white Christmas, going to show you. Yay, the arch in all of its glory. And the arch grounds, the river, Mississippi in the background. And I'm trying this on my tablet for the first time. We're going to see how this works. And with YouTube, I've been doing live reads, but having issues with my iPhone doing them on my iPhone. So let's try the tablet for a change and try from YouTube direct. And I will post it in just a little bit. So this is a Christmas scene that's in Revenge and Machinery. If you haven't read the book, it's the second in the Society series. And I just want to let y'all know it has a ton of spoilers. So if you're wanting to read the book, I would, and you don't want to know what's going on, don't read it here. Don't watch this, so you'll find out. So again, this is from Revenge and Machinery, and it's near the end of the book. The dining room in Wilson Manor was lit only with candles. Their subtle hue gave the room a comfort that relaxed Kate. A small Christmas tree held ripe pears, plums, walnuts, and popcorn strings, surrounded by ribbons and paper ornaments. The pine from the tree and cinnamon tea gave the room a delicious aroma. "Merry Christmas, Kate." Lord Wilson helped her into her chair with a broad smile. "And to you, too," Kate tried to grin. She hadn't had a real Christmas in years. At Iris, they usually decorated the church and sometimes the saloon, but there hadn't been a lot to celebrate, especially in the end when the town was falling apart. Kate was overcome with emotion. Tears misted her eyes. Everyone she'd spent the holidays with was gone. Riley, Ming and Chin, Ferris, Abby, and her father. "Are you all right?" A wrinkle of concern came over Lord Wilson's face. I just miss everyone." Kate was visibly shaken, her face reddened with overwhelming sorrow. "Oh, Miss Church." Mrs. Leeds paused as she prepared to serve soup. "I am so sorry." Lord Wilson stood, waved their help away for a moment, and came behind her chair. "Take a deep breath now. It's all right, darling. I know it's rough," he whispered. He was very, very tempted to put her under, but didn't want to rely on his subversive missives all the time. He continued as he knelt beside her. "It will be all right. Perhaps we can make new memories tonight." Yes, all right then." Kate inhaled and tried to relax. "There's no need to hurry. You have plenty of time to enjoy the eve." Lord Wilson smiled and returned to his seat as Kate's pallor improved. He called Mr. and Mrs. Leeds back in. "Perhaps Grace is in order, sir?" Leeds prompted. "Of course." Lord Wilson, although raised Anglican, had never been a spiritual man, but there was something special about Kate and her beliefs that sometimes made him wonder. He gave a brief blessing. "Father in heaven, we are grateful for this bounty upon the manor. May you continue to be blessed forevermore. Amen." He stole a glance at Leeds, who nodded his approval. Strax gave a pleasant bark under the table. They feasted on pheasant, potatoes drizzled with herbs and butter, cranberry tarts, breads, and puddings. Kate ate to her heart's content and started to fight off subtle yarns as the Leeds cleared the table. "Don't be too sleepy. I have a gift for you, Miss Kate." Lord Wilson grinned at his charge. "I didn't get you anything," she protested mildly. "Did you have any time, though, really?" He laughed. "No mind." Lord Wilson reached behind the tree and pulled out a package about the size of a large bread box. "For you." He carefully set down the gift in front of her. Kate wondered what he could possibly give her that she didn't already have. She tugged the soft silk ribbon to release the lid. After a rustling of the fine tissue paper, Kate could see the gleam of a glass in candlelight. "You might need a stand to lift it out," Lord Wilson urged. Kate gently pulled a magnificent snow globe from the box. White flurries mimicked the snow outside. In the center was a small ceramic cabin with heart-shaped windows surrounded by miniature panes. "I hope it reminds you of the night we spent in Lafayette Park," Lord Wilson teased with a twinkle in his eye. Kate flushed red and giggled. "Thank you, it's lovely." With a gentle grasp, she shook it and watched the snow swirl around the petite wonder world. "I'm glad you like it." "Sir, would you like to retire for the evening?" Leeds inquired of his master. "Miss Kate?" Lord Wilson asked softly. "Yes, I'm still tired." She fought to keep her eyelids open. "I will take her upstairs if you would finish down here." The senior nodded to his staff. "Come." He helped Kate to her room. Then he paused at the doorway with a bit of discomfort between them. I won't force myself on you, I promised you that. But would you like to stay in your room or mine? Kate could barely resist his warm British lilt, but needed to think. I want to be alone. Lord Wilson couldn't hide his disappointment, and conceded with a wounded smile. May I kiss you good night, then? Yes, please. With a tender caress of his fingers, he brushed her hair aside and gave her a smooth, soft peck. Good night, Kate. Good night, Christopher. She fumbled on his name as if it were an afterthought as she stumbled into the room. A few moments later, there was a knock at the door. Kate's heart pounded, thinking he would not be denied, but Mrs. Leeds strolled in to turn down her bed and help her undress. I'm so glad you had a wonderful eve, Miss Church. The rustle of her satin dress was almost too loud in the stillness of the night as she helped Kate into her nightclothes. Thank you so much, Mrs. Leeds. Be sure to ring if you need anything at all. Mrs. Leeds eased out. Kate quickly succumbed to slumber, but howling winds and rattling windows awoke her. She checked her timepiece. 2:30 a.m., and tossed about, trying to calm her mind. She could not empty it of the painful memories of the past. The bed was cold and lonely. Strax whined, and she invited him in with her, but she still could not sleep. Kate checked her timepiece again, 3 a.m. She craved comfort that only Lord Wilson could bring. Kate climbed out of the bed, slipped on her robe, and tiptoed across the hall to Lord Wilson's bedroom, knocking gently on the door. When there was no answer, she felt foolish. Strax whimpered at her feet. Shh. She tried again, wincing as her knuckles met the wood, just a bit louder. She listened, heard a stirring, and as the knob turned, stepped back while almost falling over her canine. Lord Wilson looked worried. Are you all right, Kate? His hair was mussed and his eyes fluttered in the dark. I need to be held. She burst into tears and immediately felt like a complete idiot for doing so. Her emotional walls tumbled down again. Come in then. He smiled at Strax. You too. The dog happily followed his master. Here, a sip of water. Poured a glass from the pitcher at his bedstand and offered her the refreshment. Like a child, Kate held the drink with 2 hands. Better? He stifled a laugh. Yes, what's so funny? She pouted. You astound me. So strong yet so tender, perfect in every way. Not too hard, not too soft, he thought. Come on to bed, then. He crawled in, and then patted the space next to him. Kate climbed in after him, and they blissfully spooned. You too, he welcomed Strax, who leapt onto the bed and made them both laugh. Let's try this again, shall we? Good night, Kate. He cooed and kissed her cheek. Good night, Christopher. Kate fell fast asleep in his arms. Safe at last. Lord Wilson treasured this moment as his heart slowed with her, like their timepieces which sat next to each other on the nightstand. So that's a nice little Christmassy snippet from Revenge and Machinery. It is a very little romantic segment. I hope you enjoyed it. And again, I'm going to, now that I have some better equipment, post more live reads on YouTube. Facebook, with its lovely algorithms, doesn't let everything by. YouTube has similar things, but I find it's getting easier to use, and I really like that they are making themselves more social media instead of just a video channel. So I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to share and comment. Thanks. Bye. Merry Christmas.